All right, guys, it's been a while since we've done a soul contracts in separation check-in. You don't have to be in separation, but usually most of the time that is why we're here, right? It was a crazy, crazy pre-shuffle, and I wish I would have recorded it because for the Divine Feminine side, she got number 28, Hollow Bone Teachability, with healing, transformation, and deception. And deception is just mask, illusion, duplicity, look beyond the superficial, right? The cool thing about this is whenever I asked for a clarifier for teachability, I got the Six of Cups and the Sun. She's learning that her happiness is not tied to the past, and it's not tied necessarily to this divine masculine. And I don't mean to say necessarily in the traditional sense. I'm just saying anybody who's gone through this knows that you feel like a piece of you's missing, and it's really hard to reconcile that and wrap your head around it, right? On both sides of the fence, whether you're feminine or masculine. Sometimes the masculine, since they think more logically, and then from the heart space, they kind of get it confused. But regardless, on the masculine side, we've got dances on one foot, balancing act with number 9, ascend, balance. So they're trying to ascend, they're trying to balance. There's 2 references to balancing the energy of this connection. I feel due to the intensity and just not knowing how to make a stable foundation to build upon going forward, right? Because there's still this denial here. So the denial and the deception are kind of still what's standing in the way. The ascend, balance, transformation, and healing is like the progress that's already been made, right? And the last thing I wanted to point out is, see, this is 9 and that's 28. We're coming up on a full moon on the 29th of this month at 10:57 a.m. And it's a corn and harvest moon. So it's like everything you've manifested and that you've been working towards, you get to harvest that, right? So I think that this moon is going to be very significant, but we'll see as we delve in, and we're also going to find out like current thoughts and feelings on both sides. But I did want to see, we'll check in over here first with deception. What is this deception with the Divine Feminine at this moment? We've got the King of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign. The Lovers, 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Ooh, okay. I think that she's really trying to make decisions and really intertwine. What is the word I'm looking for? Not intertwine. Combine her divine masculine with her divine feminine within and step into her power. Final decisions here, right? And on another note, before I go down that path, they're saying here, she feels like he chose somebody else, head over heart. And it was a very public thing. However it went down on public. I don't know if maybe you saw that they posted they were in a relationship in social media, or you were out with friends and somebody else told you, but they made a choice to go down a different path. And I think that she thinks they either don't care or that they were looking at that from a final decision point. How do I even want to say this? Death. So there's still some surrender here. Maybe she hasn't completely surrendered, but she dang sure is trying, and she's made a lot of progress because there's the Strength and the Queen of Wands. She realizes, like, I have to have the strength to find my power again, to light my own fire again. So that's really beautiful. So I think the deception is just a little bit of a, deep down when you still feel that tug and you've surrendered, but on a soul level, you really haven't, because she can still feel the divine masculine pulling her back in. So let's see what lessons were learned here from the divine feminine. I'm going to get a couple different decks for this. Oh, wow. We've got 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups. I don't know what that other one is. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. We've got the 6 of Cups again. So she's learning that it's not tied. Her past is not tied to her happiness. And to overstep her fears with the Moon card. 8 of Cups, walking away. This came out in every single YouTube reading today. Seriously, the 8 of Cups. This person is walking away from a lit flame. This cup is not empty. It's still got a fire burning. And she's well aware of that as she walks away, because she's looking for her own justice. Because this taught her in a way that sometimes you have to get your own justice and you have to put your own happiness first. So she's been really working hard at her spirituality with this Eight of Pentacles. And also with the Eight of Pentacles, I think she learned it's got to be more balanced. You can't put in 8 pentacles and have the divine masculine put in 2 and that be fair, right? She had to focus on her own healing and self-worth abandonment issues with the 5 of Pentacles. She learned all of this stuff. So divine feminines, shout out to you guys. Y'all are on top of the world right now. Let's see what else Teachability has to say, and then we'll see what she has to say in her heart space to the divine masculine. Community. She found her soul tribe, probably her soul purpose as well. That's typically what these things are here to do. I shit you not, guys. Twin flames and outcome. I kid you not. It was to awaken her to the twin flame journey, teach her about her tribe. You know, maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. But the outcome, it's results, conclusion, ending, you will get a resolution. I feel like this is teaching her to surrender and release that outcome. And for her and for most people, I think that was the hardest part. So what does she have to say to the divine masculine from her heart space? I can't believe that came out. I'm trying to understand. I'm afraid to open my heart. So that could be also where this deception is with that 6 of Wands. Like, oh, hey, I'm choosing myself. I'm getting my fire back. But it's kind of left her in kind of a 7 of Wands guarded position. And I expect that to come through on the masculine side. I know you are my person. And that's part of the hard part for her. I'm hiding my true feelings from you. So she's probably not talking about them anymore. If she was the chaser, she was tired of chasing. If she was the runner, she was too scared. Let's get the truth be told, Oracle. I thought those would be better for the divine feminine side, but that deck is kind of, I wonder if you're happy without me. That's so sad. So she kind of does wonder about that final decision. If you're in a situation where someone chose someone else, I want to be more than friends. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I don't react when people mention you. That is so bizarre. It feels like it's coming from the opposite sides. When we get the masculine energy out, we'll see. Because if it's flip-flop, they're just mirroring feelings all across the board here. All right, let's see. What is in the divine feminine energy right now? We'll move on to the masculine. Everything happens for a reason, divine intervention. And the salmon, fighting the current. So she's kind of fighting the complete surrender here. That's the little bit of that deception, I think. Let's see what else we got here. There's the mask again. So denial, you know, falsehoods or illusions. Just kind of, I think that's the, I don't react when people mention you, just kind of denying it. Denying that she still has feelings, because she has made a heck of a run on this healing and transformation. But when you have a soul tie with someone, especially if it's like a deep soulmate or a twin flame, which it looks like it is for a lot of you out there, that's a bond that never breaks. So it's really hard to understand that, right? Because she's got this inner wisdom, this deep knowing that this is her person. It says it twice in the dictionary, needing to find the right words or living life by your own definition. She's trying to move on without this and still struggling a little bit with the diction or with the salmon there. All right, so let's go over here to the divine masculine. We might come back to the feminine here in a second. So what is the masculine in denial about? It says repressed emotions, rejection, unable to see below the surface. I think that was the King of Swords and death. Look, you guys, in the same spot, death, King of Swords. That's crazy. He's just trying. I didn't like how those came out, but for a lot of you, there was a third party situation here. And some of them might have gravitated either towards an earth sign or somebody that was very stable foundationally, materialistically perhaps, or even listen to their mom. I don't want to keep those. We'll see if they come back out. But that is crazy that both sides have King of Swords and Death. It's a final decision. I need to get past this. That could be the stalemate here. What else about this denial? Yeah, let's put these guys back in because I don't know how I feel about that. What else about this denial from the Divine Masculine, please? I need to get another little deck. Yep. They entered into something out of stability. They might have even been persuaded by other people because that seems like a very persuasional energy here. And yeah, they're in denial about judgment. They're just, yeah, they're in denial. Let's see. What else to add to this from this deck? So they have big goals. They might be focused on work, building a solid foundation for themselves, their family. Now in the fifth dimension, that's where it messes them up because that's intuitive communication. You're connected at the soul level. Could be some astral travel. And then romance. Revel, flow, savor, entice. Open yourself to romance. In denial that there's still these dreams going on, 5D communication, just trying to ignore it and letting it go. Let's see what progress they've made in the area of this balancing act. What does that entail? Whoops. They're holding back. And that could be a struggle as well. You know, when you want to hold back and you want to say something at the same time. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, self-sabotage. So there's definitely some self-sabotage going on. And the Emperor. It was attached to, there was a Six of Swords over here. So I'm just trying to move forward, stay in my lane. I'm not budging on my viewpoints on this situation at all. I'm holding back my feelings, and I'm continuing to Seven of Swords deny this connection and this love for my feminine. I want to know why. Is it just because he thinks that it's gone? Why is he denying this love for his feminine? The Hermit. It's Virgo energy. That's another 9, guys. Stuff's closing out. I feel like there's no communication, and so he doesn't really know if it's even safe to approach at this point. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe he's planted seeds in the past, and nothing ever came of it, or so much time has passed that he doesn't know how to make this right and balance the intensity of his emotions inside, you know? That's so much going on there. Let's see what he has to say to the Divine Feminine. What does the Divine Masculine have to say to the Divine Feminine? From his heart space. I left you before you could leave me. So it scared the crap out of him. This love that he had for you. This deep connection. I look for you everywhere. You were the best thing in my life. Lots of sadness here. I know that I crossed the line with you. I think that was that third party for those of you that entails. For others of you, you felt duped. You felt emotionally safe with this person, and they were probably extremely open. And then as soon as your love bubble burst, they just disappeared, ghosted, breadcrumbed, maybe some Knight of Wands in and out energy here. But they can't stop thinking about her. And that's the divine trying to ping them, you know, and they're still in denial. How do I want to proceed with this? Oh, let me get this card up. What else about this Divine Masculine? What's going on for him in his heart space? When we're together, I feel alive and time stands still. They might not like the power that you have over them in that area either. That can also be scary. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I was acting from old patterns. And that's all of those old abandonment issues, wounds from past relationships, concepts of love, programming. Yep, see, I'm trying to heal old wounds. I want to see you again, but now is not the right time. I think that's the denial still. And it might not be the right time. I just want to hold you again. Oh, that reminds me, it's an old song, but man, it's a good one. Just to Hold You Once Again by Mariah Carey. I can hear you even in the silence. That's beautiful. So what else is going on in the divine masculine space? Time is running out. So time might be literally running out for him, and he might be about to go on a new timeline. Or that could just be the anxiety and the impending sense of like things are moving on without me. She's moving on without me, because he can feel that she is healing and transforming and pulling back her energy and surrendering. So it sounds like he's focused on career, maybe new opportunities, career changes, or he could just be thinking time is running out for a new opportunity with you, but his ego's in the way. There might be some pride there. He could be, for a few of you, materialistic and care, I don't know, more about work and making his place in the world. But there's still all this past stuff to heal too, holding on to past events and or relationships, not being able to speak his truth now with the mime, and bite, words that wound, or defense mechanism. So that's his defense mechanism, is just to pull away or to say and act like he doesn't care. It's very careful. I want to say though, make sure that you know this, none of this is toxic, right? Soul contracts like that are not toxic. That would be a karmic, totally different ballgame. So they're not going to be verbally or mentally or emotionally abusing you. Defense mechanisms is just saying like, oh, well, I don't care, I need you to move on, when they desperately, deeply do care. Or saying things to kind of persuade you out of the connection, or persuade themselves out of the connection in a defense mode. But see, they need to balance. They need to pick a side because they're still so skeptical. And hidden path just fell on the floor. Detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. So they might have went down a different path, which we already knew that from the other card before. So let's get one final advice card. I hope that this was helpful, guys. I'm totally rooting for everybody in love. I'm a big fan of love. The healthy, great kind. Whatever that means. So Dream Thief, refusal of the call, number 13. This came out in the water signs reading on YouTube. Somebody's refusing. They're in denial. They're just not taking action. And deep quiet, meditation and stillness. That's card number 11. 1128 seems significant. And 911 is typically, you know, a twin flame number. In this time, in this deep meditation and stillness, they're going to find the answers. And so is she. As soon as she's able to do that last part of surrender and reopen her heart again, it's game on. Like divine feminine is there, completely ascended. Because look at this, rest and renewal. This is deeply needed here, guys. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. Please stick around and see me again if it resonated. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.